You guys, listen, I was on my way to Los Angeles. True story today. I stopped along the line of Fresno. I stopped for gas. I fucking pulled away, and the gas pump was left inside my tank. Oh. I was so pissed. I knew I was on camera, so I went in there and I said, listen, I am so sorry, but I just pulled away the gas pump. Well, it cost me $400 cash on the spot. And I was so pissed, but I was pissed at myself for doing something so stupid. So I'm driving away and I'm really pissed off. I turned around, I thought, I'm not going to LA now. So I started heading back this way, and then pretty soon I started to mellow. I started thinking about you guys. I was thinking, you know, how horrible it felt to just have to flunk out $400 on the spot. And I thought, you know what? I felt sorry for all of you guys. All of you. Especially you young guys who have to plunk out so much money on the spot because you didn't pull out. Well, it hit. Anyway, I thought, you know, fuck it. I'm going to stop and have a drink. So I stopped at a bar, and I thought, you know, there were a couple of Mexicans sitting at the bar, and I thought, you know, I'm Mexican. I'll just sit next to these guys. And I did. And they were talking, and I was listening to them, and they were talking about, you know, just all the stuff that's going on in the news. And there was this white guy sitting across the bar. And they said, you know, let's send this guy a drink. Let's show him that we really are good people. With all this shit going down with Donald Trump and ICE and everything, let's show him who we really are. So they did. They sent him a drink. And pretty soon they sent him another drink, and another drink, and another drink. And pretty soon one of them says, you know what? We've been buying this guy drinks all night long, and he hasn't sent us one drink. He's never even said thank you. What should we do? And his friend said, I know what. Let's pretend like we're arguing over who paid for the last round. Maybe he'll get the drink in and he'll send us a drink. So they did. So they started arguing in Spanish. And one says, yo las puse. That means I put him down. His friend says, no, yo las puse. No, I put him down. No, yo las puse. Yo las puse. ¿Cómo que tú los pusiste? Yo las puse. What do you mean you put him down? I put him down. Well, this white guy's watching this whole thing. He gets off his bar stool and he walks around the bar. He puts one arm around one arm around the other, and he said, oh, fellas, to hell with the pussy. Let's have another drink. Well, you guys, I'm a nurse. I've been a nurse for many years. And one night I was working in I was doing an intake exam on this guy. He came in and I was asking him all these questions, and he just blurted out, he said, you know, I'm double jointed. I said, really? That's pretty impressive. Tell me, what can you do? He said, I can smoke 2 joints at the same time. I told him, you better be careful with that, because I knew a guy, I had a patient once, who smoked so much pot that he actually died from methadone reefer. Well, I was working, and I was there one night, and I was taking care of this guy. He came in late, and I was doing an intake on him, and I said, listen, I was asking him all these questions, and he said, you know, I'm double jointed? I said, really? That's impressive. Tell me, what can you do? And he said, I can smoke 2 joints at the same time. Us nurses get sick too sometimes. I went to the doctor recently, and he asked me, I was going for my physical, and he asked me, he said, Cassie, when was your last bowel movement? I thought about it. I said, you know, doctor, at my age, I don't remember shit. That my yellow light? Okay. I'm just going to cut it off now. I'm just going to tell you, I lost my fiance about 4 years ago to cancer. And when he died, his ex-wife came through the family line. She was hugging everybody and kind of expressing her condolences. I thought she was going to do the same as me, and I opened up my arms. You know, she walked right past me, and I thought, okay, so what's up with that? And I was pissed off, and I thought, oh, Cassie, get over it, you know? She took him from the chapel to the grapple, but I took him from erection to resurrection.